Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today's video is going to be about the daily quest, the speed version. So I've already done the efficiency version, which will be linked probably at the end of this video if you want to go back and see that, or you could just roam the videos on my channel. So speed is kind of the name of the game. So I've already taken care of some of the slower parts. So I've already done my 4 PvP, reinforce the PvP chest over here. So you just go over to your chest and you just spin your hammers to reinforce. So I've already done that part, just to get that out of the way, since it would kind of just slow down the video and it would just be you guys watching me do PvP raids. And I think everyone knows what those look like. So what I have left are these here. So the next one I'm going to hit, and the one that I always hit next when I'm doing this method, is the use a friend's hero ability. So that's the last one until I speed things up, which I'll show you what that looks like. So I always just use it on a 0 energy, and just the first one to get it out of the way, because if I don't, I'll forget about it. So we'll just go ahead and go into this. And then the first thing I'll do is I'll just hit that button and just choose a random. I usually go for lower levels just to help them out, give them some extra keys, and then the rest I'll just kind of speed through. And then I always look for shining objects. Good thing to always do. In these dungeons, you don't get energy, but you get the evos, as you can see. So that's always good to pick up. But I make a habit out of it, out of other dungeons, especially when I'm doing events, because extra energy can go a long way, especially if you're not, purchasing energy each time. It's just being as efficient as possible. All right, so that's done. We used our call a friend here. So now we can just speed things along. So how you do the speed hack here is you're going to go into the dungeon. You're going to go to, I don't know if these names change, but the season. You're going to replay any of your attacks or defenses. You're going to hit replay there. Make sure that your speed is 2 times over here on the right side, and then you can just exit during. So what that does is it kind of makes it a glitch so that it goes at that I don't know, even more sped up pace in the game. If you actually freeze during like a death or something like that, it actually slows it down, so you can actually go both ways with it. But obviously that other way doesn't sound too appealing. So what I'm going to cover next is I'm going to go ahead and do the islands here. So I usually go to challenge mode. So this, I mean, honestly, for lower levels, you can go to normal mode and do it this way as well. Um, it really doesn't matter. Obviously, if you're a higher level, just go to that, as far as you can go, basically, to pick up as much materials as possible. I actually like to go to challenge mode because there's just this island that kind of has things lined up for me, and I don't know, it's more of a preference thing. You can kind of pick wherever. So all I'm gonna do is just quick loot until I get my 4 different island elements done. So that one's finished. I'm gonna go to this one, get the fire out of the way. So that 1, 2, and it's quicker on the phone. I'm using BlueStack in case you guys were wondering, so that I can be on my computer while doing this, since it's easier to record. Okay, so that's taken care of, and then the last one is earth or grass or whatever it is. Okay, so that's done. So now all that's left is crafting and the purchase item from shop. So I'll do the craft real quick. So what I do is I go over to the material, go to rune shards or rune binder. Now, early game, you might not have access to that. I've also done Evo combinations. What else is there? I wouldn't craft runes, to be honest. Just try to stick within this area. I'm trying to think of what else I used beforehand, but rune shards and rune binders are kind of your best bet. Odds are you won't have those daily quests anyways early game, so you won't have to worry about it. But once you get, I'm assuming once it gets to that level where you start having events or daily quests, join guilds and all that, you'll have ample amount of rune shards and stuff like that to use. So rune shards and rune binders are the quickest way to do that. So the next two are upgrading your runes and salvaging them. So I just scroll down to the very bottom, and I usually have just a ton of runes from event dungeons and stuff like that, but I'll talk more about that later. But basically, you go to some runes, pick just the lowest one you have, the cheapest one you have, and you just upgrade it 5 times. Or if you want to be even more efficient with it, but this is the speed method, but if you want to be more efficient, you can just go one at a time because you'll see that the price increases each time, but it's just kind of whatever. So salvage that one, and then you mass salvage 4 more. And then you got that. And then the last one is purchase from shop. So for this one, you just go over into here, go to items, and I always just do the 50 stamina. Or you could do the gold over here. So suggestion with the stamina would be if you are not fully filled up with your energy in the top right, wait on that one to fill up fully and then do your stamina because you can go over the amount. So if you're already getting free stamina charging up, you don't want to waste that on free stamina here and miss out on like I don't know like 5 energy that you could have had, stuff like that. So if you're not filled up, just wait for it, and if you want to get the tasks done, you can just defer to the gold, and this is also a free way of getting a shop purchase. And then with that, everything is complete, and that's how you do the quick version of daily quests. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.